كده لما شاء الله. يا حكاياتي مالها سنين وهتفضل عايشة بيومي، هو اللي يقول غير كده وما بين الليل والنور في وفي يوم طلعت شمس من الشمس، وما بين الليل والنور في فرق، وفي يوم طلعت شمس من الشمس نورت الدنيا وحياة، نورت الدنيا وحياة. ده تاريخ الناس كلها عارفاه، ده تاريخ الناس كلها عارفاه. وما بين الشمس شمس الشمس نورت الدنيا أمل وحياة، نورت الدنيا نورت الدنيا أمل وحياة، نورت الدنيا أمل وحياة. ده تاريخ الناس كلها عارفاه، ده تاريخ الناس كلها عارفاه، ده تاريخ الناس كلها عارفاه.
What for? Do you move it? Just a moment. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I couldn't not to show it, isn't it? So just to let you know, this I wanted to show you this because it's incredible and important in many ways, and just to let you know what it was. This is the golden parade of the pharaohs, and it's because today Egypt was taking the 25 around 25 pharaohs, queens and kings from the ancient Egypt, from the old museum in central Cairo to the new museum of ancient civilizations. And so it was really special, really amazing. I was trying to show you as much as I could, but well, I hope you could see a little bit. And of course, it was good in many reasons. So the first thing why this was so important is because all these queens and kings are the ones that built all the monuments that usually you could see when you visit Egypt. And even if some of them were not built by them, they rebuilt them. Okay, so you can see them today because of those kings and queens. So also it's important because this what is happening now is it's been going on since the President Al-Sisi took power a few years ago, that he was doing many things, renewables, things connecting the ancient Egypt with the modern Egypt, and trying to make new restorations of the cities of the modern Egypt, and also the museums and many of the sacred places and so on. So now, why it was so huge, so amazing? Because of course that when you know that when people are honoring how to say, a president or a king or a queen that has died, and when you move the body from one spot to another, they do like kind of this parade or something important to show honor and thanks for this ancestor that led the country. So we have to understand that what today was moved was something that never happened before. It was like 24, 25 mummies that are not just mummies, were the kings and the queens of Egypt since 4,700 years ago. So it's very important because they were honoring the ancestors that allowed Egypt to be how it is today. So that's why the entire country was like honoring these people that allowed the Nile civilization to grow to be how we remember it according to Egyptian history. So of course that what happened today is really important regarding what the connection between the ancestor from the past and the people from the present, honoring them, to put them together. So of course that what was happening today is something that we all the time say, which is to know how to honor our ancestors, to know how to thank them for everything that they have done for us so we can be what we are today. So it's not different when they did today with this ceremony, this huge ceremony, from what we are trying to do every day. I am here in Egypt because I am honoring what happened in this land because of our ancestors allowing us to be what we are, trying to connect with them, to honor this knowledge that they gave to us. And many of these queens and kings that were transported today into a new museum, they were the founders of many of the temples that we still today go to make the initiatic path. So so it's really, really important what happened today, because we are doing this honoring too. So what happened today was really amazing. We really powerful, and it talks about another important thing that happens in this 2021, which is to honor all these people that allowed to keep the tradition of the initiatic path along the Nile. So it's been really really impressive what happened today. Really aligned. So of course that I think that it was impossible. It was really good to show this because it really helps to what we are doing in this path. And I wanted to show this today for all of you because according to we are in the month of Aries, so is the beginning of things. So it's incredible that today what happened today in Egypt was like kind of honoring the past for a new beginning. So energetically, it's really important for this moment and this place, honoring the entire Nile. So that's why I wanted to show you today what was happening. So I will try to begin today with information for today, but I'm not sure I'm going to be very concentrated because there is a wedding, of course. So of course that maybe I'm a little bit heavy with this, but I think that it's really needed to explain, to speak about this, because what happened today in Egypt is really is really empowering, because what during this moment of the world where everyone is locked and not being able to do many things and in a weird situation, Egypt kind of speaks to the world, like shows itself, shows the honoring of the entire Nile and all the information from the past, from the Nile, honoring the past, the ancestors, showing it to the world. So I guess that that's one of the beautiful things that are happening here, to show the change of this territory. So it was a really good example of honoring the past. So of course that we can see many wrong things, like, I don't know, like they weren't wearing masks, or this is done for the tourists or whatever. So anyway, each one thinks and sees according to their vibration. So let's begin with the short explanation. So thing is, today the topic for today very related to any point of view that you want to take. The question for today is what for? What for? Okay, so what for? Remember that what comes from quo in European language, that means a thing, concrete thing that we are going to speak about. And then for comes from the Latin word pro, that means ahead, something that is in front. So what for? What for is the question that speaks about the future of things, the goal of the things that we do. So we have to remember one of the laws of the universe, which is cause and effect. So the question why is the one that goes to the origin, to the causes of the things. And the question what for is the one that goes to the effects of the things, to the future aspects of something. Remember that yesterday when we spoke about the question why, I explained that it was related to the origin of things. So we have to go to the causes of all things. So as much you go to the origin, you will find the very beginning and the very original cause of all things. And that means that before that, there's nothing. It's the eternal origin. So this means that there is no other origin or cause to that main cause. And this means that there's no past and no present in the beginning of the universe. This means that the first time existing is the future. The future is all the possibilities of that cause. So when you reach the very origin of all the causes, you can only find possibilities that comes from that cause, from that origin. And that's why the next question that someone must do is what for, which is regarding the future of things. The question what for is the one that allows us to find different possibilities and different perspectives of one answer. Without the question what for, we wouldn't be able to find new ways to transform ourselves, to change. So the question what for is a key that allows us to move forward towards the future. So when we think about the future, what we usually do is to relate the goal of the future with success. And when we think about success, it's because we start to believe that the main goal of everything in our life is to achieve our goals and to find the purpose of what we are seeking for. So when we speak about success, this means that we consider success those things that we are looking for. Like success can be to have money, success can be to reach the top of the mountain, success can be to be able to connect with yourself through meditation. A success could be, I don't know, to reach peace, inner peace, or whatever. So from this point of view, to achieve a success can be seen from different point of views. It's not it's from the mental, from the emotional, from the physical way. So it's to achieve a goal that we have in our lives. So the reason why we think about success in a different way is because we live in a world that have been using the capitalistic idea of the capitalistic idea for a globalization according to competition. Is much more about going to be over the other ones, to reach things, physical things, to have these competitions. So we can have all, of course, capitalism that is organic, but we don't have an organic capitalism today. We have capitalism according to competition. Sorry. So this is why we relate success. The people that is in the spiritual path or in a much more social path, we can usually think about success as something that is wrong or something that is bad. But for the people that lives in a society like ours today, is good. But we have a great mistake regarding the word success, because in our society we consider success as a destiny, a place where we have to go to, something to reach, when success really means a point from where you get out. So the concept of success comes from the etymology sequence. Sequence is the one that follows a sequence of things. So success is something that is under other thing, and it keeps going and keeps following something new. So it's not related to reach one place, but to follow and keep moving from one place to another. That's what it means, really, success. In Spanish, we have the word éxito to describe success, which is the same origin of the word exit in English. So exit is from where you go out. So it's not something that you reach, is from where you go. So this speaks that we have this misunderstanding of success as being something that you reach, that you have, when really is the one that is telling you that in order to be better, you have to transform yourself and to keep moving, not to stay in one spot. So the one that has really success is the one that transforms constantly itself. So once we understand the concept of success, we can really get the point, the idea of the question, what for? So the question, what for, is the one that helps me to move forward and to transform myself in questions like, I want, or in statements like, I want to be rich. So the question would be, what for? And I don't know, the answer, to be free or to be happy. So the question is, what for? And you keep asking what for, once and again, once and again. So the reason why you do this is the same reason why you asked why. You ask why to the past. You go back and back and back, looking for the origin of things in the past, asking why. So what for, you ask in order to find the answer for the purpose. As much you ask what for to everything that you want to do, you reach the idea of the purpose. The question what for and the idea of success are really one for another. Why is this? Because the main concept of success is to move forward. And the main concept and idea of the question what for is to make you doubt in that objective, that goal that you had in your life. So when you ask what for to each one of your goals in life, you allow yourself to transform the goal of success. So you are really succeeding in your life because you are transcending the previous idea. So thanks to the question what for, we set ourselves free from the idea of of this goal of being successful. So we set ourselves free so we can keep moving, keep transforming ourselves, and not being stuck in the past, in one only idea. So as I said, it's really important for us to ask ourselves what for in order to evolve in our life. So now the question what for has two different aspects. One connotation which is conditional and another connotation that is unconditional. Inconditional. So remember what is condition. Condition is something that comes from the Latin condicit, which means something that is set by all of us, something that we have decided by speaking together. So a condition means that we already said something and we decided that this is in this way and we cannot change it. So what it is unconditional? Unconditional is something that wasn't spoke by many, and it doesn't really matter what it was said. It's really free from all the perspectives, from everything that was said. So now let's go to the linguistics. Do you remember what it is a conditional when you write a sentence? I don't know if we are going back to school, so taking you back to language school. So let's understand what is a conditional in language. It's all the sentences that you write with if, okay? If. So, for example, I'm gonna do this if I do that. I can go that place if I go first this place. I will do this if I first accomplish that. So a conditional is that you are going to do something, you're going to do something if there's another thing that allows you to. Like there must be something more that allows you to do what you are aiming to do. So that's a conditional. They put the music even time louder. So now, how can we see this conditional in the what for? When we say, for example, what I don't know how to make the sentence, sorry. The music is making me what is this goal for if at the end everything is the same? What to say for if never listen? So these kind of questions, like you are trying to this kind of questions that you are trying to ask yourself, what for? Why do this for if it will never change, if it will never happen, or this kind of things. So those questions are made from the ego. The conditional is from the ego. So the ego speaks in conditional because the ego is trying to find is trying to take the control of all things. So the unconditional way of asking what for is like that person that is willing to learn how to do things, that is open to all the possibilities, and that does the question, what is this for? What is that for? But those questions are in order to figure out new ways of doing things. So we could say that the what for in a conditional way is a question from an adult that is frustrated in the things that that person is doing. And the unconditional what for is that kid that is willing to learn a new way of doing things. So now I leave you this question. From where do you do the question what for? From the condition or the unconditioned? You have to make yourself the question. So I invite you to write the questions. All the questions that you have within that starts with what for. Just write the questions. Doesn't matter the answer, just the questions. And also, when you write these questions, try to think from where are you writing them? Are you writing them to be successful on a purpose in your life, reaching a goal? Or are you writing down these questions in order to transform, transcend, evolve, go beyond? And be sincere with your questions and answers, because I don't really care what are your answers. This is not an exam, so I don't really care. It's your problem, but you have to figure it out. Just be sincere with yourself. For example, today I wrote that my questions in the blog. I wrote my what for in the blog, and of course that they were from the ego, because it was conditional. I figured out as I was writing them. So you can judge me because it's public, but I'm not going to read your notes. So don't fool yourself. Be sincere with yourself, because I don't really care. I don't care if you say, yes, I am unconditional because I'm looking for transcendence. I don't really care. I don't care. This is not an exam. This is not of being good or being bad. No, this is just to see how you have with yourself to figure out for your own self. Okay, no need to show it to any teacher. So let's read information for today. The code for today is the constellation of Boots. In its heart, this constellation guards the second brightest star on the firmament, Arcturus. Its history is the one of the peasant that herds oxen. This means Taurus, guiding them so that their strength move the plow that will open the furrows where the seeds and new worlds will be planted. Do you hear the music? So let's try to do the alignment. I'm really listening the music a lot. The other solution that I find is to go to the bathroom. But I guess that's another limit that I'm not sure that I'm willing to cross. To go to the bathroom with 3,000 people. Anyway, you all know me, so it wouldn't be really weird. So let's go to the alignment. So sit comfortable, close your eyes, and concentrate in your breathing. I become aware of the room, the space I find myself in, of the body I find myself in, and just focus on the breathing. I visualize upon me a divine spark. I take a deep breath, descending this divine spark to my crown. I activate the spark in my crown chakra with a question. What is my beliefs for? I descend this spark to my third eye. With deep breath, I expand the spark to every direction in my brain and my eyes. Activating the question, what are my thoughts for? I breathe deep and ignites the question. I descend the spark to my throat chakra. With my breathings, I ignite its light within me. And I activate the question. What are my words for? And I ignite the question. I descend the divine spark to my heart. With every deep breath, I set light in this spark wider towards every direction, and I activate my question. What are my feelings for? I descend the divine spark to my solar plexus. With every deep breath, I ignite the spark in every direction, and I activate the question. What am I for? Ignite. I take a deep breath, descending this divine spark to the sacrum. With every deep breath, I ignite this divine spark to every direction of my sacrum, activating the question. What am I doing this for? Ignite. I descend this divine spark to my root chakra. With every deep breath, I expand this divine spark to my genitals. And in its light, I activate the question, what I have all this for? I take a deep breath, descending this divine spark to my knees. With every deep breath, I start to ignite the strength of light in my knees. And in it, I activate the question, what am I seeking for? Breathe and ignite the question. I descend this divine spark to my feet. With every deep breath, I ignite this divine spark in every direction from my ankles. And through this light, I activate the question, what am I heading to this purpose for? And I ignite this question in me. I take a deep breath and I start to ignite this spark in every one of my chakras towards every direction in my body. I feel the light expanding and the light of my question opening my path to the success. I activate this divine spark. I am the vision of coherence. I am the vision of coherence. I am the vision of coherence. I am, I am, I am. Take a deep breath and stretching and yawning, each one come back here and now at its own time. Thank you, everybody, for being here as always, and see you tomorrow at the same time.